Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to have a quick discussion with you all about leaving your career or your job for your purpose. Now, this is a very sensitive topic because, the world that we live in currently requires of you to pay with fiat in order to maintain your daily expenses and those things that you need for basic survival, right? And so, a lot of times, it's a very scary thing for people when you feel this strong pull to go towards something that you know is in alignment with your purpose, but you feel like you have all of these roadblocks that you're hitting when it comes to making that happen. So, what I want to talk to you all about is a little bit of my personal experience and give you some tips on how you can prepare yourself for your purpose before taking that leap. Okay. So, for me personally, as many of you all are already aware of my story, but for some of you, I have new people that come to the channel. Shout out to everybody who subscribed, who likes, who leaves comments. Thank you for the donations. I mean, all of the beautiful things, getting your personal readings, everything that y'all have been doing. I truly appreciate every last one of you. And I'm grateful to be used as a vessel to be able to enlighten and bring, any type of guidance to others. So with my personal circumstance, as many of you all know, I used to work as a registered nurse. I was in healthcare for many years, did CNA for about 12 years. Eventually got my registered nurse's license, and I did that for a good about 5 years. Okay. And I knew when my oldest daughter became ill, and I experienced some very toxic things within the healthcare industry, right? When my daughter became ill, that's when I realized that this thing is nothing more than a business and that all of these people are in cahoots with one another. Because myself and her father desired to have her have holistic treatments when she became ill. And the very first thing that these people did was they called Child Protective Services. Even though we were introducing the information to them, we went to the holistic practitioner who had been in practice for many years, had a lot of success stories of helping people with similar conditions. And right away, they called Child Protective Services. These people came in, and for a whole year, I fought with them. But it all began right there in healthcare, with the nurse calling, the doctor calling, because they are mandated reporters, right? Which that's what I was. I was a mandated reporter. But for me, I would have never moved that way. But when you have a job that requires of you to move a particular way, either you stand up for yourself and risk losing your position and potentially your license or whatever it is that you carry, or you fulfill your so-called assignment, and a lot of people get hurt. A lot of people get hurt. I say that to say, if you know that you have a career that goes against your moral compass, if you know that you're working a job that's directly against your moral compass, and you're growing, you're starting to see things more clearly, even if it doesn't necessarily go against your morals, but the environment is unhealthy for your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, it's just toxic. Okay. And you're dealing with, bosses and supervisors who are just micromanaging and really abusing their position of power. These are the type of circumstances that gives you it's red lights to let you know, like, okay, it's time for you to move around. But it doesn't always happen that easily, right? Especially if you've invested a certain amount of time, you've gotten a certain amount of education to support that particular practice, and you have a family to feed. It can be a very difficult decision. And so a lot of people stay in positions that they hate for many, many, many years. And what it does is it breaks you down. It breaks you down emotionally, mentally, spiritually, even financially. A lot of times you don't find that you're as satisfied because you know that you are working in overdrive, putting in a lot more work than probably what you should put in, because you're not being appreciated. You're not being valued. And so even if you make good money, you still feel like it ain't enough for the amount of turmoil that you have to go through every single day. And even when you get off of work, your entire day is surrounded by you preparing to go back to work. And so your family doesn't have your time. You don't have your time. Everything is surrounded by fulfilling the desires of this particular company or industry. And it can be very daunting and taxing on you, okay? And so here in the Age of Aquarius, this is the time of the reveal where everything is right there at your fingertips. Anything that you need to see or know is being revealed to you. You are not in the dark about it at all, including what your purpose is. That also gets revealed if you make room to receive that. And so once you discover that there's something that you are supposed to be doing, because every chosen seed has a purpose, sometimes it's in alignment with what you're already doing. And you might find joy and passion in what you're doing. That is perfect. But a lot of times it is not, because the ultimate test behind this thing is to see how much faith do you really have in the Most High Mother and Father to know that you stepping into your purpose brings reward. How much faith do you have in the Most High Mother and Father to know that you don't have to be codependent on a job in order to maintain the basic necessities of life? The Most High puts you here to thrive, not to be in survival mode. The Most High puts you here to be able to get up every day, healthy, strong, to be able to eat, to be able to shelter yourself, to be able to take care of your children. The Most High puts you here to be able to have the world as your oyster. But the powers that were decided that they're the ones who are supposed to be our God, right? That's what they thought. So they colonized and they ran rapid, just crazy, foolish, egotistical beings who are so insecure that their ultimate objective is to feel like they have authority over everyone and that you are at their mercy, a slave to work in their fields for the rest of your life. And that's why when you go through school, they say, what field do you choose? What field do you think you're going to work in, right? They give it to you right there. They put it out there. You are their slave. But you do not have to stay in that. Those shackles do not have to stay over you. I tell people a lot of times, when you start to realize that you have a divine calling and you're awakening, the first thing that you want to focus on doing is clearing out the energy of fear and survival mode, scarcity mindset, and lack mentality. These are the things that you want to put on paper and burn and release, because if you have not cleared these energies on a spiritual level, you will never be ready to take that leap of faith, to leave your career or a particular job in order to focus on your purpose. It will be practically impossible for you to do it if you have not cleared those energies. And if you do it prematurely without clearing those blockages, you will likely self-sabotage down the line and go right back to that career or that job that you hated. Even if it's a different one, you'll be in the same energy and back to being miserable all over again. Now, what I can say about my own personal experience is that the Most High understood my assignment, of course, long before I remembered it, right? And so I knew while I was working towards the end of my career as a registered nurse, this was after everything had taken place with my daughter and things was finally starting to smooth out again. I worked a few months after that. And while I was at work, y'all, I was supposed to be giving patients these cocktails. That's what I call them, cocktails. All of these pills, you got this cup full of 50,000 pills and they ain't doing nothing but getting worse, right? Instead of me passing meds and doing nurses' notes and calling doctors and all of this other stuff, I was doing readings for my patients. I was bringing my cars to work doing readings for my coworkers. I was passing out crystals instead of passing out pills. Do you hear what I'm saying? And I had no idea. It didn't even cross my mind that I was going to ultimately leave that career as a registered nurse to do something that was fully in alignment with spiritual work. I didn't know. I knew that I enjoyed it. I knew that I was passionate about it. I didn't even know that I had the gifts that I currently have, but I just knew that it intrigued me. And I am a life path number 7. So these are things that, of course, I found out later on in life. But you always get those inklings because number 7 was my favorite number since I was a little girl. And when people would ask me, why is that your favorite number? I would say, because it's the number of spiritual completion. Didn't know what the heck I was talking about, but at the same time I did. You see what I'm saying? But moving forward, the Most High understood my assignment, but the Most High also understood that with me being a mother of 6 children, the likelihood of me picking up and leaving my career as a registered nurse was slim to none. Because if it had come down to what I desired to do versus taking care of my children, they would always come first. So the Most High had to sit me down to where I had no access to being able to work as a nurse, especially that was during the COVID situation. And I already told y'all how that unfolded. It was just crazy how everything played out. But I'm so happy that the Most High allowed for me to go through all of those obstacles and for all of those blockages to occur when it came to me being able to transfer my license when I relocated to another state. I'm glad that that whole situation took place to sit me down, because the Most High said, I'm getting ready to show you what I placed you here to do. And you're going to sit down and figure it out. You're not going to be able to get up and go work as a nurse. That's not going to be your bread and butter. I'm getting ready to prove to you that I can bless you with unexpected financial miracles to cover every expense that you will ever need. And if you push through this thing, further down the line, 2-3 years from now, you're going to have an overflow of abundance, a harvest that you never could have imagined. That's what the Most High said to me. And so every day I would say to myself, okay, my spiritual account reads infinite abundance. This was while I didn't have no steady income coming in. But there was always something that was taking place that would ensure that we had what we needed. Okay? And so this is where blind faith comes in. But consider, during that time, I was doing a lot of spiritual work. When I tell you burning and releasing was my daily bread, I do mean just that. There was no stone left unturned. I was making sure that I got deep down into the crevices and the core and into all dimensions, realms, timelines, known and unknown. I was going into past life blockages. I was going into, childhood blockages. I was going into generational curses. I was breaking bondage of slavery and contractual agreements that my ancestors could have signed in ignorance. I was getting rid of all of the oaths that I took. I'm talking about I was burning and releasing any and everything that could hinder me from rising into my divinity and from receiving my inheritance, birthright, and sovereignty for myself and my lineage. I didn't play no games, and I still don't. But if you are not consistently working on clearing out these blockages, then this system will maintain its anchor on your foot. It will maintain its anchor on your foot. You have to clear the spiritual blockages first if you really want to make way towards your purpose. And a lot of times people don't believe enough. They think that these things are like, oh, what is burning and releasing going to really do? How is that? If that's still your mindset, then first you need to work on clearing out self-doubt. You need to clear out any blockages that's preventing you from having, the ultimate faith. You got to clear that out. Because with the Most High, there is nothing that is impossible. That is not even a word for the Most High Mother and Father. It's only a thing for the carnal mind. Okay? Though, human beings. That's where that word came from. But there are infinite possibilities when it comes to how this thing can play out. And it really does require for you to have that blind, crazy faith. When I say crazy faith, I'm talking about everybody around you is looking at you like, she done lost her damn mind. He done lost his damn mind. Do you really think? I had so many people looking at me like they thought that I had some things going on. Maybe she strung out on drugs. Maybe she over there prostituting her body because she ain't making no money. So what's she doing to where she's able to keep these kids in this hotel room, right? You get all of these karmics and naysayers that want to believe the worst about you because they don't believe in the Most High. And they don't understand what the Most High is doing in your life. And so they put things out there about you. You see what I'm saying? But the Most High said, I'm going to crown you in front of every last one of them beings that talked about you. I'm getting ready to lift you up so high that they're not going to understand how you was able to go from 0 to 1,000,000 in just a matter of a couple of years. How is that possible? It's possible through blind faith. And no, I'm not sitting over here saying that I got $1 million, but yes, I do. My spiritual account reads infinite abundance. So I'll put that out there into the universe, but I ain't there yet, y'all. So don't get it twisted. But the Most High ensured that I would never lack. My children never lacked. Even when we were at our so-called lowest point, we never lacked. Never. And I'm telling y'all this because a lot of y'all, you're itching. You are itching to take that leap of faith. You are crying every day when it's time to go to work because you don't want to do it anymore. It's painful for you to have to spend most of your day pouring into someone else's vision, making somebody else a millionaire. Meantime, you're losing time from your family. You're losing time from the things that you would love to do. If there's a business that you've been wanting to pour your energy into, you're losing time from being able to pour into that, and it's painful for you. And this is why I'm telling you, you have to do the spiritual work to clear the spiritual blockages so that you can prepare yourself to take the leap of faith here in the 3D. As above, so below. When the blockages are cleared in the spiritual realm, you best believe they got to move out of the way here in the physical. And the Most High and your spiritual team is going to ensure that everything that you request and ask for when it comes to fulfilling your purpose that you was created to fulfill is presented to you. They will not fail you. Their objective is to surround you and to protect you and to clear pathways for you so that you can step into your purpose. That's what you're put here to do. So why wouldn't they? But it starts with you communicating with them directly with what you need and letting them know that, yes, I am in my ego. Yes, my pride would not allow me to walk away from this career path that has put a PhD behind my name. Yes, my pride and ego has stood in the way of me downsizing my life before the Most High can expand it into measures beyond my imagination. Yes, my pride and ego is what's stopping me from doing this. And for others of you, yes, my fear is what's blocking me from doing this. My lack mentality and scarcity mindset. So show me what I need to do in order to clear these blockages so that I can be in alignment with my purpose. It's time to alchemize and transmute energy, y'all. We're in the age of Aquarius. This is the time where you should be using that natural superpower, that magic that exists within you to shift your circumstances. But you got to start from within. Manifest the best version of yourself. Manifest the version of yourself that you need to be in order to fulfill your assignment. That's what I was focused on. One of the first things that I manifest when I learned about manifestation and alchemy was wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's what I asked for. I manifested wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Do I know everything? Absolutely not. But the things that my vessel was created to know, I do know. The things that is within my DNA and in my Akashic records, I do have access to. And I use them not only to bring wisdom to myself and to my loved ones, but also to humanity. And those of you out there who are supposed to hear my voice as I'm being used as a vessel by the Most High, we got to start to remember that this matrix is nothing more than an illusion. And everything that they told you that you had to do in order to survive in your existence is all an illusion. They created the smokescreen for you because the ultimate objective was to keep you in a submissive, fearful, docile state so that they can maintain the position of authority and hoard all of the wealth. The wealth that was laid up for you, chosen, that is inherently yours. It's your birthright to have this. But as long as they can keep you in that mindset of thinking that the only way that you can live and have the basic necessities of life is to work for them, you're not prepared. You're not ready to take back what is inherently yours because your mind ain't ready. You haven't convinced yourself that you're worthy yet. So you need to manifest that energy that you need to know that you are worthy. Their biggest fear is for you to come into remembrance that this world belongs to you. Ain't no such thing as somebody telling you that you can't go here. You can't go to a body of water because it's closed down. Oh, it's after hours. It's 8 o'clock, so the lake is closed. Who the hell are you to close a damn lake? These people are so damn crazy, these beings, whatever you want to call these low vibrational entities that's running around here thinking that they have authority. They so crazy, y'all, that they have laws that you can't pick up a damn blue jay feather or an eagle feather and take it home. It's against the law. These people are stupid. They're dumb. They're low vibrational, and they are so inferior that they will go through extra miles to feel superior. So you best believe that there's not one thing that they will not do towards you, chosen, to try to keep you in a docile, passive state. And that includes spell work, dark magic, rituals, all types of things have been done towards you and your lineage for many, many, many generations, with the intention that you would never rise into your divinity and come into remembrance that this thing right here that the Most High created, every element, every part of this earth belongs to you. You got to come back into your power and remember that you are a child of the Most High Mother and Father, and that nothing will be denied of you as long as you're on the right vibration to receive what is inherently yours. So I hope this message motivated you all. And if you need some more guidance to know what exactly are your blockages, schedule a reading. If you know that you are ready to step into your purpose and you got this strong pull and it's like, I'm ready, but man, I don't know. I can't do it. I feel anchored. I feel stuck. Invest in yourself. Let's tap in. Let's dive deeper. We can do past life. We can do childhood. We can see what is the anchor. Is it a generational curse? Is it a contract that your ancestors signed? Is it something that you unknowingly got yourself tied up in? Is it fears? Is it insecurities? Is it a blockage to your creativity? We can explore all of that. And I can tell you what to manifest, how to manifest, what to clear, how to clear. We can dive into it all. You don't have to stay stuck out there, y'all. So that's my message. I'm in the car sweating, okay? I'm in the car sweating. Ooh, that breeze feels so good. But I love you all. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know how this might resonate with you. Keep your head up. You got this. It's your purpose to thrive and to have everything that is inherently yours. Nothing should be denied of you as a chosen seed. It is your purpose. I love you all, and I'll talk to y'all next time.